I have an idea. What would it be like if you could take glasses, a monocular, and a CCTV, one that lacked distance viewing capabilities, and put them together as a single unit? And that's basically what my idea is. The disclaimer here is that I understand that due to technological and economic limitations, this is probably not possible, at least not at this time. Basically, what I'm saying is that it could probably be built. Like, there's always technology we don't know about yet. But if it were to be built and economized at this point, it would be so expensive that practically nobody would be able to afford it. Therefore, this is just a concept idea only. The idea is this. Basically, you combine the distance viewing of a monocular, the close viewing of a CCTV, and snapshot features of a handheld CCTV, and the wearability and utility of traditional eyeglasses and prescription eyeglasses, and put them together. You basically have three settings. You would have your traditional glasses, and if you needed to look at a menu at McDonald's, you could use your monocular, and if you needed to read your bill from the cable company, you would use the CCTV switch. Bluetooth and micro USB for firmware updates, and this is the beautiful part. This is why I don't think this could be possible right now, because the technology would be so sophisticated that I don't even think it can be done right now. But the idea is that the prescription could be altered in seconds based on proprietary software. Like, for example, oh, your prescription changed, we need to get you a new pair of glasses. Not anymore. You would just hook this up to the doctor's computer, they would punch in a new set of numbers, you would just reboot the system, wait a moment or two, bam. So basically, optometrist, retinal specialist, or whoever else. Auto brightness, because I know that glare can be a problem sometimes. Brightness would change based on photocell located in the front of the frame, and this can be overridden manually. Independent settings, switch from your glasses to your monocular to your CCTV, all without fear of losing your settings, which basically means you have three, like with your monocular and your glasses, you can have two different prescriptions, and with your CCTV, you could have it on like high contrast and low brightness and stuff like that, and it would be all independent. Internal memory can store up to 5 different programmed settings for modes for each, so that if your vision fluctuates a lot and you need to switch it from one setting to another, like if you have, like, say, 2 pairs of eyeglasses, one for reading and one for viewing, other stuff, you could do that. The settings can also be backed up to your computer, so that in case something happens, you would always have them on your computer or hard drive. If you needed to get a new pair, you could always just restore, built-in batteries that last 15 hours on a single charge. I'd say about 12 with high CCTV or monocular use, because that would be pushing the camera. And the idea here will be to make it stylish. Something you would want to wear, something you would not be afraid to show in public. And the idea here will be to make it look just like sunglasses. And I'm talking about the sunglasses that we as low vision people use, the ones that are specifically designed like the ultra high ultraviolet blockage, the ultra low UV type deals. I'm not familiar with those off the top of my head, so I apologize if I didn't call them by the correct name. Target pricing. Now, it's very, very important. Again, this is only a concept. This is an idea. This does not exist. I'm not even sure if some of the technology that I have in mind to make this work even exists. So this is only an idea. So the very rough estimated cost is based on approximate values of a handheld CCTV, monocular, and eyeglasses, combined with the various micro-technologies such as the 15-hour battery, Bluetooth, and the universal camera. The idea is there would be one camera which could do all 3 things, and that's why I'm saying that I don't think this could happen. I'm thinking maybe if we had 3 cameras, and each of them could be mounted on like a tiny little cameras, and they could be mounted on a motor and could, slide back and forth. Oh, one more thing I forgot to put in here, and I'm going to need to edit this. Motorized sunshade. Touch a button to turn your eyeglasses into sunglasses. Instant. No transition lenses. And these would be true sunglasses. The ultra low UV sunglasses specifically designed for people with low vision or photosensitivity. That's the type of technology that would be in here. Now, because of this, the target price will be approximately $5,000 to $15,000. Now, you're like, what the heck is that? It's so expensive. Again, the cost is based on the approximate combined value of a handheld CCTV running about $1,000 to $2,000, monocular running a few hundred, and eyeglasses also running a few hundred. And this would be combined with various micro technologies, the 15-hour battery, Bluetooth, and especially the camera. The camera and the tiny, approximately 1-inch 1200 by 800 resolution LCDs, one for each. And you can have it where if you, let's say you're only seeing one eye like I do, you could have it programmed to where the only monitor that will be active on the seeing side would be the left one, and the right one would always be off, or you could have it ordered without the right-hand monitor, you know. So again, approximately $5,000 to $15,000. So this would not be cheap, but I think that if it were to come to fruition, and again, those prices are extremely rough, I have a feeling, actually, to be honest, that it would be very, that it would be even worse, okay? Like I said, if this were to come to fruition today, I know this would not be cheap, and I actually have a feeling it would be higher than what you're seeing here. So, I think that's wishful thinking for the price range, but for the technology, you know, maybe that also is wishful thinking. One more thing: Mac, Windows, and Linux, and Chrome, Android, iPhone. Like, you're out on the go. You want to say, "Oh my gosh, something's up with my glasses. I need to restore," and you have your iPhone on you. You could go into an application, you know, and that application for backup, it would come free with your purchase because it would be included. If you wanted to use it on your iPhone, we would have to install it. The idea would that be your specialist would have to install it, or you would have to give them your iPhone serial number or phone number. They would email you the application. It would be tied to your specific phone because it would be specifically designed for the glasses, and nobody else would be able to use it. So putting it in the App Store is a bit of a, I think it would be a bit of a waste because nobody would be able to use it because, again, it would be tied to the glasses specifically. Not only that, it would be also tied to your specific serial number. The idea being that serial numbers would be locked, and there would be no way that nobody else could use the software for illegit purposes like hacking into it and so forth. So it would be very secure. That's the idea. But anyway, that is my idea. I call them super glasses. Now, I don't know. I really don't. What do you guys think of this? I mean, the idea of combining a CCTV, monocular, and traditional eyeglasses all into a very usable system. You know, that just looks like typical sunglasses, would last all day on a single charge, you know. And, like I said, if this were to come to fruition, I would expect it to be a lot more expensive than what you're seeing here, but I'd say 5 to 15 would be in the ballpark. Because of the technology involved. So I could be wrong. It could be even cheaper than $5,000. I'm not very good at estimating prices, but the main jump to $15,000 has to do with that universal camera, because this camera will be able to do everything: distance, far. Distant, monocular glasses and CCTV on the same thing, and it would be basically like taking the distance lens of a monocular and a close-up lens of a CCTV and sort of putting them together. Now, I don't see that happening. I don't see this being I do not see this as being technologically possible. But in the off chance it would be, you know, sometime in the near future, or actually I'd say distant future, you know, something along this line. But that's basically my idea. Thank you for watching. Comments are welcome. Insults against me will get you blocked. And have a nice